Hey guys, it is Amy, the Relocated Tourist, coming to you live once again from my office. It is Saturday, February 22nd, 2020, and it has been a cold one here in Florida. I think we started off this morning about 46 degrees. I think it is just barely in the 60s right now. Now, when you get in the sun, it's a little warmer, obviously, but once it gets cloudy, man, and the wind starts to pick up, it's just miserable. I actually flipped through my weather this morning and we were only 12 degrees warmer than Wisconsin. And I know how cold our Wisconsins are, how cold our Februarys are in Wisconsin. So it's a little bizarre for me in Florida. So today one of those days where I'm a planner. I love to just have everything. I like what I'm looking at right now is my organizer. And I just like having everything laid out, and so that I know what's happening, I know what's coming up, and then when people kind of last minute me, I can actually be like, hey, actually I have the whole day open, let's do something. So today is one of those kind of discombobulated days where I had something planned, I had to flip it tomorrow because of the weather. So I was supposed to go to, it's called the Bay Area Renaissance Festival. Yes, that spells out to barf. It's funny in the Renaissance world, I'm sure. It's funny in general, if you're just, 10 years old. But I'm laughing in my 40s. The first time I heard it when I moved here, I was like, you must be joking. So anyway, it started a couple weeks ago and I am just pumped to get over there. I missed it last year. And so Bristol's my home fair. Bristol will always be my home Renaissance fair, but the Bay Area Renaissance Festival is excellent and it's over in Tampa. So we are now switching. Obviously I'm not there right now. We're gonna go tomorrow. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer, about 5 to 10 degrees. That I can handle. It's just that I don't really have anything to cover up to go with the whole garb. And I mean, the outfit alone is very pricey. So a little background on that. I started going to Bristol Renaissance Fair. It's over near the Milwaukee area in Wisconsin. Actually, it's in Kenosha. It's right near the border of Wisconsin and Illinois. I mean, it's like right against the border. And my daughter Kira and I went for the first time, and I remember she was little and I got her one of the little flower crowns that they sell there, and I was just enamored by the whole. Bristol has like this whole like Lord of the Rings feel to it. It's like these big tall trees, and everything's just, and it's a permanent fair. That's the difference. Like Bay Area Renaissance Festival is not permanent. They just set it up and then they take it down. Whereas Bristol's permanent. So all the buildings are just, it just seems kind of like a town that's probably just quiet in the cold and snow right now, and that just comes to life in the spring. And if I had lived closer, I lived in Appleton, which was about 1.5 to 2 hours from the Kenosha area. So there was no way for me ever to work there. I met so many wonderful people there, and I'm just so excited, to make my way back there as well. But in the meantime, Tampa obviously is an hour away, so I will take up the Tampa one. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, and yeah, it's so much fun. Actually, our entire family's been there before. I've gone back, I've taken friends there, so I'm pretty excited to go back. It's just, so the difference in Renn Faire is also like some have, like we just had a queen at Bristol and these guys have a king and queen. You get really good at saying huzzah, and God save the queen, God save the king, I assume. There's a lot of, sometimes there's similar acts that travel around the United States. So sometimes I'll catch my favorite one. Washing Well Wenches is one of my favorite. Mooney is my favorite. The Swordsmen are my favorite. I know there are ones I'm forgetting. The Mud Show is hilarious at Bristol. I do not believe they have that at Tampa. I would have to look. So I'm excited about that tomorrow. I have not pulled out my garb yet. So the garb is always a process on how to obtain pieces. Honestly, the most budget and most sound-wise on your wallet is just to buy a piece at a time every summer. Especially if you have a fair nearby, that's not like hours and hours upon away that you have to get like airfare and hotel and all that. If you can go for the day and come back home, is kind of ideal. And so when I started out like I was saying, I took my young daughter who, is now in her mid-20s. So it's been a long time me getting into the Renaissance world, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. if I ever had any type of prior life, I believe I lived in the Renaissance age. And so then I just kind of watched the people costumes, and I didn't realize, oh, that they built their costumes there, or they call it Garb. And I just thought, this is the coolest world I've ever, the second coolest welcome to a new world I had, besides Disney, was actually MegaCon and the cosplay world. So Renaissance was kind of the first one. And yeah, it's just something about it. And just seeing these beautiful dresses, and these women are just absolutely stunning. And the men they look like they just walked out of a storybook. And my mind was blown. And I just remember my first experience, a gentleman came up to Kira and I and said, but he said it like Shakespearean, like, I'm not even gonna say because I'm gonna say it wrong. And I was just like, I remember Kira just looking at me like, what's wrong, Mom? I'm like, I just never been asked that question ever in that tone, in that way. It was just bizarre to me. But it was also just the tone of the whole fair, and I just fell in love. And so I have had a couple of full outfits over the years, and I've slowly but surely gotten the piece. So what happened actually was I had this full outfit. So usually it's a corset. And then you can get a corset, you can get a dress underneath that, or just a shirt and a skirt. So my first outfit, my friend Kelly and I, her mom, I believe, made them for us. They were really cute, but they had no boning in the corset, which is basically what holds everything in for the women. So we then start talking to Jane the Fool, aka Anne Elizabeth Shapiro, who is just the kindest, sweetest soul on the planet. And she kind of gave us tips on what to do for our next outfit. So then I basically kind of scrapped the whole make my own, and I kind of dove into the world there because they sell everything possible for outfits. And so I just kind of went to every year in Wisconsin, I just kind of pick one thing. So I finally built my Garb up, and I had this gorgeous outfit. It was pink. I started with Felix Needleworthy. He's amazing. And that was my first corset. It was this kind of pale pink, almost rose pink with some flowers. And what was really cool is a lot of the corsets are reversible. So that's really neat. So you can kind of do a different outfit, vibe with it. And in that I had a full dress on. I kind of related it to Little House on the Prairie, where they had those full on nightgowns. It's kind of what the dresses look like. There's nothing to them. They're just straight, whatever. They're meant to just be that undergarment piece, really, so that you can pull into it, because the corset basically is the outfit, and the second skirt over so it's the dress, and then it's the corset, and then you can put another skirt over that yet, and that kind of adds. And then some people even triple skirt, so you can have the main dress, another skirt. So you can see why I don't want to do a Renn Faire in 80 degrees, but I also don't want to do it in 45 degrees, because then I have to find a cape or add something else that kind of fits the whole outfit. I just didn't have it today, so I thought I'll go with it tomorrow. Well, if I'm a little warm, it'll be okay because I have long sleeves. So then what happened is, which was a great thing, but I lost 65 pounds. And what happened then is the corset, there's a piece you can take out to really bring it across now, but it's just not the look that I wanted. And I thought, you know what? I had worn it out. I had been to Renn Faire. I went during a summer, I would go at least 4 times with my girlfriends. I'd meet up with friends there, the family, anybody who wanted to go. I've taken my mom, I've taken Kim, I've taken basically anybody who wanted to go. I'm like, have you been to Renn Faire? I've taken bosses with me, really. So, lost the weight, and then I was like, crud, it doesn't fit, and it didn't look good even if I tried to take the extra piece out, because some corsets come like this, and then there's a panel here between my hands right here. You can take that out, and now you connect those two. I kind of need something fresher, so took my dad to Renn Faire, which he absolutely loves Bristol. Took him over there, and then I basically, for that year, for my birthday, I asked everybody to give me money for a new Garb outfit, because between the dress, the corset, another skirt, and depending on anything else of accessories, I do have a hat. Let's see, I have the flower garland, but I really don't do like any like big jewelry or necklaces or anything like that. I usually just wear sandals. I really should invest in a pair of boots. It usually runs about $300 to $400. So I got a new one and it's blue and black and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I had that one for a while. And then I lost some more weight and was running more and all that. And so I was just like, okay, I need a new one. So now I have like a burgundy bluish brown. It's really pretty. You guys have seen me in it. I was in it. I was at Bristol a couple of years ago. I think 2018 or 17. I was there on my road trip, 18, I think. And I wore it and it's gorgeous. I'm always nervous because it's like I bought that at like my thinnest point possible thus far. And so I always kind of go 5-10 pounds between that. So I'm always nervous about like, please, Jesus, let it fit tomorrow. So, but it's in there. It's in my closet. She's waiting for me for tomorrow. But I love, burgundy is definitely my color. And so that is a burgundy and I think it's a silver skirt. Occasional dirt on it, so I kind of have to hand wash it. That's kind of the pain. I dare not put anything in the wash with these kind of outfits because they're just so expensive and I just don't want to wreck something. And I don't like buying anything online. There's nothing against them, people that do, but I really want to be able to hold the material and try it on and just not have the experience of having to constantly send stuff back and forth. It's just not my thing. So all that to say is that's tomorrow, so please pray my outfit fits. Oh, and I do like have the hair extension stuff. I might put them in. We'll see. I love the long hair look. It's just the whole princess package. So we'll see about that tomorrow. Yeah, and then I have a burgundy pouch I bought. That's the one of the accessories I bought. I have a fan. I'm trying to think anything else I have. I have a bunch of bags of t-shirts from Bristol. I might have to get something from Tampa. But yeah, so I'm uber excited. I love the Renaissance world and I just... you'll never see me holding a big turkey leg. I just don't think they look the most appealing in this beautiful princess outfit. I'm like, here's a turkey leg, and not that it's not a big deal. We do it at Disney, right? The fear of getting you guys any kind of mess on my corset would just bring me to tears because it's just one of those, it's almost like when you put on your wedding dress and you're just like, nobody touch me. This is about as I gotta stay as clean as possible. That's how I feel my Renn outfit. In fact, here's a little tip. The actors at all those stage shows, a lot of them, it's very, very crowd interaction. And so if you have any type of anxiety about that, definitely like hang towards the back. They usually can sniff on you though if you don't want to be picked. You can always decline if they pick you. But if you are in full garb, they will never pick you. And because A, they know you know your Renn Faire stuff because you're in garb there. 2, they know they don't want to ruin your garb because usually like mud show, you're in mud. Or you're something with mud, or they're kissing you and they have mud all over their faces. The swordsman, not really, but again, they have swords. Maybe they don't want to like accidentally, cut your dress, it was something like that. So usually you're pretty safe with it. I actually had that conversation with a friend at the last Renn Faire. We were talking about it, how, I was like, yeah, I'm safe. I'm in my Renn garb. Nobody's picking me. And I was right. Nobody picked me the entire day. So, there's a little tip for you. So I'm super excited. This morning I did get out to a couple yard sales. So that was another thing. It was so cold and we weren't doing the Renn Faire and we just didn't feel like walking and I didn't feel like running. I should have done my long run. Now the long run can't happen tomorrow because I'm going somewhere. So it's going to be delayed till next week at some point if I do it. I have Excalibur coming up mid-March and so I want to just keep my body just used to it. And I thought about all the princess runners today. I thought, Disney's princess half is this weekend. And I just thought, oh my gosh, this is a cold one. Hope you all did well today. I hope you all ran well. So this morning I saw in a group I'm on that there was a couple of community garage sales and I was like, oh, I'm gonna run out really quick. And so I hate that. I'm never prepared. I didn't have any cash, anything. So I hit up the hubby like, do you have any cash? Just let me run out because otherwise it's an extra stop to go get money out of the ATM and all that. So I went to a couple sales. Usually around here, the community sales is throughout the whole community, or they put in most communities have a clubhouse. A lot of the 55 over definitely have a clubhouse. And so this first one, they had it at a clubhouse, and I thought, oh good, that's nice because it's so cold, they'll be indoors. No, they had it in the parking lot. So I was like, all right, but it was only like 5 people doing it amongst like, I don't know, there are like 50 people there shopping. I found some great things for giveaways. I'm so excited. That's one of my favorite things. I'll either give it away or I'll sell it. So I'm kind of torn of ever showing you guys anymore what I get from garage sales because I want to, get excited about giveaways and selling stuff too. But then I think, well, if I show it now and then I don't do it for 6 months from now, you'll forget about it anyway. So I don't have near me what I got today. I'll show you another one. But I picked up a couple things. I picked up some pins that were $1, you guys. Disney pins for $1. And they're like good Disney pins. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's not like junky Disney pins, but there's like the pins that are like in the big sets that I swear every cast member, like 5 out of 6 cast members that I'll look at, no matter what park I'm in that day, all have the same ones. I'm like, are you all picking up from the same bucket in the back? Because I just don't understand how all of you have the same ones. And then, let's see, I ran around a couple other ones, nothing really great. Sometimes the fall sales are way better than the spring sales. I don't know why. I usually think spring cleaning, so we'll see. A lot of good ones are coming up. My favorites are Hunter's Creek Celebration Porch and Yard Sale is coming up. I believe that's the first weekend of March. Del Webb sales are phenomenal. And then there's one more, Hunter's Creek. I know there's another one I'm forgetting. I'm sure Winter Garden has a bunch of them. I gotta look them up. And then that's what the family and I did today. We headed over and had lunch over at BurgerFi at downtown Winter Garden. It was awesome. It was a little cool out. We walked through the farmer's market after. Kira hadn't been to it yet, so we were kind of showing her what it's about. And it's really cool because everyone brings their dogs. And so it's just fun to see not only all the dogs, but all the fun shopping. And, it's fairly nice weather. We did sit outside to eat lunch just because the seating wasn't that great inside BurgerFi. But they're really good burgers. I've always heard of that place. We didn't have one in Wisconsin yet, so it was really good. It's like a Five Guys. So yeah, we had lunch and it was super awesome. Kira treated, which is even better. And yeah, I just had some family time and now we're home and I thought, I want to get a vlog out quick to all of you while everything is in my head. And now, this morning I put up the blog post, the dining review of, I can never say it right. I don't know why. It's from Tierra Conchina. I did that review. That is the Mexican restaurant over in Disney Springs. So go check that out on relocatedtourist.com right there. And also I did a review on the Regal Eagle, which is Sam's new restaurant at the American Adventure in Epcot. That was posted yesterday also at the same site. I will be probably writing a lot more, trying to get at least a couple out every single week. Throwback Thursdays, I'm sorry, that will resume next week. My Thursday actually was really busy. So the throwback was to next week actually. That's kind of it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. I know that a lot of people are getting snow. My friend Eric said they got tons of snow. I was like, I'm so sorry. That's just ick. That's all I can say. It's just gross. I do not miss that at all. As much as this traffic drives me nuts and the overdevelopment around here is driving me nuts. To add snow to that would just be the worst. So I know it's one or the other, right? It's a balance. So have a wonderful Saturday. And I really hope to have the opportunity to vlog to you guys from the Bay Area Renaissance Festival tomorrow. So look for that and maybe do some live streaming as well. And then you can catch that obviously on Facebook under the Relocated Tourist. Have a wonderful Saturday. God bless.